Krampus content here, y'all, aka Jimmy J, aka J Legend, aka the best in the business. And I'm here talking about the Eagles just winning the first game of the playoffs, the wild card round. They just got finished beating the Green Bay Packers. They was at home in the Lincoln, Philly, and it was a good game. It was a good game. I knew going into the game it's going to be a slugfest, drag out game, and it was going to be another test that they needed to pass, and they did pass the test. Even though Jalen Hurts ain't have his best game, but he did what he needed to do to win the game. And that's all we needed. The defense dropped solid. We had the running game. Saquon went over 100 yards again for like the 11th time this season. So I still consider us poised to be a championship contending team. We went 14-3 during the regular season, and I say we'll be a contender for at least the next 3 to 5 years. The way things is going, and the people that doubting Jalen Hurts they just to me sound real foolish. Cause that man's already a 2-time Pro Bowler. He was an MVP candidate. Finished second place in MVP candidate. He would have won the MVP if he wouldn't have got hurt for them 2 games, and he came back the last game of the season in 22. But outside of that, yeah, this 2 years later, the Eagles bounced back after having the disappointing season last year. We was one of them in the playoffs. This year, we go into the wild card game. We won our division, and then went into the wild card game and won a game in the first round of the wild card. So that's pretty encouraging news for any of the sports fans that want to know, because yeah, it's always important for your team to handle business. So, and that's what you look for your team to handle business and do what you need to do to win the game. Each game gonna be different. Some games, like I told Xander on JK Media, I told you, it's some games that you're going to have to win in the shootout. Some games you're going to have to win grinding it out. It's based on your situation at each game. But people making it like they got blown out of proportion because they won the style points. I was like, yeah, we play gritty football. That's been our style all year. Slug it out, dry. It haven't always looked pretty. Jalen Hurts had a few games where he lit it up in the passing game, like against the Steelers and against the Bengals. But for the most part, it's been drag out. This slugfest game. But we get a few big plays here and there, and that's how we was able to win the game. And thing about it is, I'm confident Jalen Hurts could do a shootout because he done a shootout. But the defense gotta remain consistent, because you can't be in the shootout and you ain't getting no stops. But you gonna lose the game, because eventually your offense is gonna stall out a few times. You're gonna have to get some stops. It always comes down to stops. That's why they always say defenses win championships. At the end of the game, you still gonna have to get stops. You want to get some stops. Everything ain't gonna be peaches and cream. Everything ain't gonna be. You gonna have to do what you need to do to win that game, and that's what we did. We did what we needed to do to win the game. We handled business. We close out a game that we need to close out, and now the only thing we waiting for is the winner between the Rams and the Vikings. And whoever win that game, that's who we going against. But in my opinion, yeah, I believe we still gonna win the whole thing because we've been playing this way the whole season. Ain't nothing changed. Yeah, but like I told Xander, I said I felt the courage in my conviction. Yeah, I told him whatever I said, I stand on it. Yeah, and I believe the Eagles still gonna go to the Super Bowl. I wasn't discouraged by our win because we did what we need to do to win that game. We didn't win the game off of style points. And really, I don't really care about style points as long as you won the game. And the defense dominated the game for the whole entire game. We was lighting we was lighting Jordan Love up. Jordan Love, he just looked like he was out of sync and out of rhythm for most of the game. When it came to Jalen Hurts, it's just like after the first 5-6 passes, it looked like people just wasn't getting open. And then he started holding the ball a little too long because he was trying to, by the time they get people open. But you just got to sometimes get rid of the ball. But he got rid of the ball. He got rid of the football. I only seen him get sacked maybe twice. I thought the O line played pretty good. I ain't really had an issue with the O line. I just think it was certain people that missed certain assignments. You did have some breakdowns in the O line. And I like how Noah Smith he been coming on strong. Yeah, since the beginning, since the bye week, he been coming on strong. I like how he was on pace with 8.5, 9 sacks this year. He he had a great year this year. He had a great year this year. He had a real great year this year. So But to wrap it up, Eagles did what they needed to do. Now we're waiting on the match between the Vikings and the Rams, and we should see who win it. And I ain't scared of neither one of them. I believe we gonna beat one of them, and we're good. And I think we get past the conference championship. I think we I think we going to the Super Bowl. We get past the conference, we going to the Super Bowl. I don't even I see us going to the Super Bowl. I don't even see when it comes to the Lions. I don't even see the Lions as to me. They're a good team. Actually, they're a great team, but in the slugfest, I see us winning that game. Cause they defenses looks like they offense is elite. And I believe we go against the Detroit Lions. I believe they'll play right into our hands. Jared Goff gonna throw like 4 or 5 interceptions, and that ain't unlikely against a defense like that. We make a lot of teams look bad, but this is the Crown Prince of Com team. Don't forget to click and subscribe to the channel. Peace.